If you thought you knew everything about Australia,
Be prepared to be surprised.
on this episode, I'll be swallowing shellfish. And my pride in my quest for adventure in Adelaide.
Oh, we're going now. How do you get it up?
And heading to the Sunshine State in search of Brisbane's top hotspots.
There aren't many meals that come with a risk of injury or death. Oh.
Like many Australians, my childhood was filled with dreams of travelling to Europe and lazing about on a gondola in Venice.
More wine? Sure. Hello?
Hello, Chris. Jody and Snowy here from Mix 102.3. We hear that you're in Adelaide.
Adelaide? What am I doing in Adelaide?
Look, we want you to make the most of your day here in Adelaide, so we thought we'd give you a few clues to take you to some of the more unique experiences here.
I was just having a unique experience in Europe.
Are you up for it?
Yep. Bring it on.
Good boy. All right, Chris. Here's your first clue. Head into the city and find the biggest pest.
Right now, you are the biggest pests. Thank you.
No worries. We'll be in touch again soon, Chris.
I'm sure you will.
Back to the wharf, thanks, Roberto.
No, it's Roger.
Whatever.
Well, I may not be in Venice, but in terms of culture, I could do a lot worse than the South Australian capital. Nicknamed the City of Churches, Adelaide hosted the country's first influx of free settlers. And locals reckon it's the arts capital of Australia. Right, the biggest pest? I wonder what Jody and Snowy mean.
You guys probably have a pretty good idea about what the biggest pest in Adelaide is. Now, you're being a bit of a pest, but the clue isn't about you, is it?
Sure, it could be the Adelaide sunshine, but it does feel like I'm getting warmer. And I think I've just found my first clue.
Hello, how you going?
Hi. How you doing? This is perfect. You're my volunteer.
No, I'm here for the pest.
I'm the pest.
You've got knives.
I have the knives, so you should lie down.
I don't want any trouble.
Exactly.
Heard about you people from Adelaide.
So, exactly. Chris, lie down. That's it. Just lie down.
What is it they say? Never argue with a woman with a knife in her hand?
Now, just relax. Okay, so I'm just going to juggle the knives all the way over you. Juggle, 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 juggle.
Yep.
Okay, whoops. Excuse me.
Slippery hand?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll just pick that up. I have got something for you, Chris, just to...
Oh, good.
just in case. Safety first. Okay, you ready, Chris? Arms in.
Arms in, here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, across your heart.
Right.
Yeah, here we go.
Kate is an actor, circus and fringe festival performer.
Nervous.
You've done this before?
Never. Looks
Good.
easy on the video.
Really?
Yeah.
World's greatest juggling disasters?
Chris, I wouldn't talk right now. Okay, here we go. All the way across.
I shouldn't look right now.
No, you should definitely close your eyes in a moment, Chris. Okay, arms in, Chris. Chris! Arms in. Oh
They're in.
And right now, she's giving a whole new meaning to the term up close and personal.
I'm getting really nervous. When I get this nervous, I wet my pants.
Oh, God.
Close your eyes.
Closing eyes.
Whew, we made it.
Is this almost normal for Adelaide?
Completely normal. There's so much arts here and, yeah, always fun things happening, so.
Why Adelaide?
I just think we've got a great community of people that seem to love it. We've got so many festivals. You know, we've got the Adelaide Fringe, of course, which brings in like 4,000 artists. It's been going for 50 years and people here still seem to love it. Audiences keep coming back and back, so And then, of course, we've got the Adelaide Festival of the Arts, and we've got WOMAD. And this place just comes alive, and they call it Mad March. But then throughout the year, there's so many other festivals happening in Adelaide and then across South Australia.
So almost like a cockroach, you guys just come out from everywhere at the right time, right?
And we breed and go crazy. But I thought, right, seeing as you've come down and volunteered, you should try some more circus. Have you ever tried hula hooping?
When I was a kid, and a lot more nimble.
You're pretty nimble. This is a nice pink. It goes with your shirt.
Thanks.
You're gonna love it, Chris. Just
I'm gonna
go
love
with it. Go with it. See?
So you spin it and then really like just
Move back and forward, yeah?
Yeah?
It's that kind of thrusting action. Chris, just give it a red hot go. Stop talking.
So spin.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
thrust.
and then go. Spin thrust. Go, Chris, go! Okay, 1, 2, 3, go! Oh my goodness. You've just got to go for it really crazy. Yeah, like you're at a disco. You want to watch me? Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. See? And then you can move it all the way up.
Wow.
And then off. Just like that. It's easy.
Easy as that.
Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Spin, spin, thrust, thrust. Oh, yes. You're rocking on yourself this time,
Oh, yeah.
Chris.
We
Move
got
it up, move it up, move
We
it
got
up,
it.
move it
We
up.
got it.
Chris, up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Chris, up.
Oh, we're going now.
Get it all the way up.
How do you get it up?
Chris.
How do you get it up?
Oh, my God. That was good. You did good. Oh, my God.
We had it there for a
You
moment.
so totally had it. We're your legends, I think.
Thank you.
Thrusting, like...
Sorry.
It's all
Talk
right.
about thrusting, my phone goes off.
Hope you enjoyed that bit of colour, Chris, but the next attraction is a little bit more black and white.
Black and white? I know something that's black and white in Adelaide. I gotta go. I'll sit. No.
Have a go with all of these?
No, definitely
Come
not.
on, Chris, this is really
No.
fun. So fun. Chris.
In Adelaide, black and white only means one thing.
And I'm pretty certain I'll find it here, less than a kilometre from the city centre at the Adelaide Zoo.
Are they black and white? Or are they white and black? Oh, yes. Check this out. These are the only pandas in the Southern Hemisphere. This guy behind me, Wang Wang, pronounced Wong Wong. As you can see, he really likes to let it all hang out. The whole idea of him being here is to breed, but this guy hasn't exactly been naturally gifted.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Simone, one of the panda keepers. Would you want to come and meet Wang Wang?
Him?
Yeah, we can get a bit closer.
Really?
Yeah, come on.
Yes. It's very, very special. Hello.
Boy.
Look at you.
So you're more than welcome to feed. When you feed, you basically pop the food through. He's really gentle. He's got a lovely soft tongue.
So it's not just bamboo. They will actually take other foods and...
Yeah, so majority is bamboo, absolutely. But they also get a few different things like a little bit of apple and pear, and we use that mostly for training or for encounters like this. So members of the public are actually able to come in here and do this experience that you're doing, feed and meet them. Something like a piece of apple is basically like a lolly to a panda, and it means that they like people coming through the building and they like getting fed treats.
Yep.
Wong Wong and his girlfriend Funi are part of the global giant panda breeding program. But so far, no babies.
Does he like me talking about his sex life? Because it's become quite famous really around the world, hasn't it? The fact that Wong Wong hasn't quite been able to do it.
He is so used to people talking about his sex life. He is a young adolescent male, so he's got it a little bit tougher than some other pandas simply because he doesn't have any competitions. He's not a very dominant male.
Is it a case of nice guys finish last? Is that
In this situation, pretty much, yeah. So it is very difficult because the female's only receptive for around about 36 hours in an entire year. So there's a really small window to get it right with them. Right now, he's pretty laid back and there's no need for him to be that interested in Funi. But when it comes to breeding season, they're both very vocal, very interested in each other. Right. So he doesn't get sick of her because it's so rare that she actually comes into season that he's just excited about that.
How did we get to this stage? Ooh, sorry. Doesn't mind the sound of phones, does he?
No, he's fine.
Okay, Chris, your last clue is to go to the East End and find a bar that will take you out of your shell.
A bar that brings you out of your shell? Thank you.
No worries.
See you later. See you, Wong.
I'm back in town at the old East End Market. The markets are no longer here, but there are plenty of bars and restaurants.
Oyster. Shell. Bar. Done.
Meet Master Oyster Eater, Giovanni. He's managed to slip, slide and slurp down 10 dozen oysters in just one sitting.
We're going to eat 6 dozen oysters and hopefully have your name on the board, if you can beat me.
Oh well, I'll either leave my mark in Adelaide or my stomach.
How do we do this?
Well, firstly, you put up a seat, take a glass of wine. Cheers and good luck.
Challenge on.
Oh, tactics. What do I need to do?
Don't put any lemon juice on and just enjoy.
Now, I don't mind an oyster or two. And the first dozen slipped down fine. 2 dozen later, and the salty water is making me feel queasy.
Have you put extra salt water in these?
Then I discover Giovanni has a tactic he didn't tell me about.
You cooked yours?
Yes, I did actually. Much more palatable. I enjoy mine cooked.
Now he tells me.
Just let them slide down.
3 dozen in, and the oysters are...
Are you okay, Chris? You look a bit green about the gills.
well, let's just say, wanting to slide right back out.
You've slowed down a bit there, Chris, I noticed.
I actually don't really like oysters so much.
But a challenge is a challenge.
You've got 5 left.
4. Two to go.
Over here in the raw world, things aren't as pretty, all right? Some of us are doing it tough.
What can I say? Winners are grinners. You've only got 1.5 dozen to go. Come on, Chris, you can do it. 3 more. 2.
With only 1 oyster left.
Tabasco, please.
It's time to go out with a bang.
This one's for Wong Wong.
6 dozen. Chris, well done. You're a true champion.
Mind the board?
I think we could do that. Want to try for 10?
No.
Cheers.
A 2.5-hour flight from Adelaide, Brisbane is all about fun in the sun. Boasting names like Bris Vegas and Brisneyland, my challenge for the day is to check out the most unusual things you can get up to in Brisbane.
To Ann Street, thanks, buddy.
Ann Street runs through Fortitude Valley, Brisbane's entertainment and red light district. I'm told this is where I can get the best value coffee in town.
Hang on a second.
$1 for a coffee if they think you're cute? This is probably the place.
Oh, applying for the $1 coffee.
But it turns out there's a catch. To get the discount, the guys at Glenn's Espresso will decide if you're hot or not.
Looks like you write your order on the cup along with your name, and they judge based around what they see, whether they like you or not. It's time for judgment.
Oh, thank you very much. The $1 coffees are surprisingly difficult to get.
You're probably going to need to work it. I have to get you out in the open, I have to get you turning around. Anything that you can do to show me that you're hot enough for the dollar coffee.
What, just...
Yeah, right there. That's nice. Bit of blue steel.
Work it. You're a tiger.
Wow, nobody's done that before. Apparently consensus takes it. We're gonna have to give you the dollar coffee.
Thank you.
Oh, before you go.
It looks as though I've just been handed my next challenge.
Normally, if you're going to get out in the river here, you take a city cat.
Turns out paddleboarding on the Brisbane River is a really great way for you to see the city from a different angle.
Hey, Chris, how are you? Hey, Chris, how are you? Good day. How you going?
Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, wow. The Story Bridge is just right there. That's it, yeah. Just coming into the heart of Brisbane, really, the CBD. It's a different perspective from down here, yeah.
Yeah, the Brisbane River is about 340 odd kilometres long, and being on the water like this really gives you a great chance to get up close and personal to all the locals. But if you really want to see all the sights of the city, forget about those overpasses packed with cars. This is the only road you need.
All that paddleboarding has given me an appetite. Time to find Brisbane's hottest lunch spot. At 20 k's from the CBD, Wellington Point is not exactly a tourist mecca. Unless you enjoy taking your life into your hands at mealtimes.
There aren't many meals that come with a risk of injury or death.
Jackie from Off the Wall Diner reckons she makes the hottest burger in the world, with a hot sauce that's 900 times hotter than a jalapeno chili.
What do I have to do here?
You have to read my waiver and sign it.
Right. So I don't have asthma, circulatory ailments or any other medical conditions, but if I have them after the burger, does this protect me?
No, it doesn't protect you, it protects me.
Ah. Right.
And you have to eat the whole burger. You may cut it in half or quarters, but you're not allowed to pull it apart. And everything on the plate must be eaten for you to win the challenge.
The mega death comes with an optional survival kit of yogurt and milk. And I even need gloves to eat it.
Let's do this thing. Fine so far. Heart rate quickening. It's quite bearable.
Usually third or fourth bite, and then it starts getting you.
My heart just doubled in speed. Mouth's on fire, but your lungs are burning as well. Tongue's just... Oh. My nose is starting to run. I feel all my bodily functions starting to shut down. Actually, I can't hear much anymore. You're a really cruel woman. Oh.
Apparently, only one person in 30 actually finishes the burger, okay? So, I don't feel too bad.
You're right, mate.
No.
There's a vet down the road that could look after this bloke.
Well, that was unpleasant. I think I need a drink. After a day like today, the Brow Bar in Paddington, just 5 minutes from the CBD, seems like an oasis in the desert.
Oh, thank God. Oh, Yes, fine. It's gonna be okay.
Unfortunately, however, I seem to have stumbled into the one bar in town that doesn't serve drinks.
Oh, well, hello. We've been expecting you. I cannot wait to read your face.
Meet Shanae, better known as the Brow Whisperer. Shanae believes that your brows are an insight to your personality.
Okay, Chris, we're going to have a look at these beautiful brows, and they're crazy brows. They're a little bit...
They're crazy.
Well, they've got lots of energy. Look at all the hairs inside them. They're really... You've got the stand-up hairs at the front, which means you get easily bored, you like to be entertained. They're really light at the end, which means you like to let love in. Also, I have a look at how dense your brows are, which shows that you have really good morals and ethics as well.
Who would have thought an eyebrow could tell so much about a guy?
It's basically stems from Chinese face reading that's been around 1,000 years. You can actually do a diploma in it, so it's pretty exciting.
Shanae has made an art out of shaping Brisbane's brows, and she just can't leave my brows alone.
Wait.
I think we have to finish now. Once it's on, you've got to be able to take it off.
Oh, you should have seen it coming.
Okay, here comes the fun part. You ready?
I've been through enough pain. Oh.
Beautiful, look at that. And a beautiful massage to finish it all. How do you feel?
Violated?
Oh.
I want to go.
That's pretty funny. Oh, look at him.
What happened to me?